The Fox 9 Morning News starts now.
First up, we're going to check in live this morning with M.A. Roscoe. M.A.
Well, in preparation for this weekend's GrillFest, which is at the Depot, we are taking you behind the scenes. I mean, way behind the scenes to the basement of Butcher and the Boar. We're going to see how sausage is made, getting it ready to grill for GrillFest. That story is coming up.
Now, if you love to grill or you just eat food that comes off a grill, this is your weekend. Minnesota Monthly is back with GrillFest, and M.A. Roscoe joins us from one of the participating restaurants, the Butcher and the Boar. It's located in downtown Minneapolis. Good morning, M.A.
Oh, I'm not just at Butcher and the Boar. I'm in the sausage zone. We're going to take you right into the sausage zone. With apologies to Kenny Loggins, I'm very happy to be lodged in the middle of the sausage zone with Peter Botcher. He's the sausage slinger. I just came up with that name for you.
Wonderful.
Peter. And we are in the basement, in the kitchen of Butcher and the Boar.
Yeah.
And tell us what you're making. What type of sausage is this?
We're making a smoked Cajun hot link. It's one of our specialties here. We've been making it since we opened. It's super popular.
So you guys will be making and serving 3 different kinds of sausage at Sausage Fest.
That's correct.
What are the other kinds?
Smoked cheddarwurst and a butcher brat, which is a super rich brat. It's a little bit different than you'd find normally, but it's the best one you can find.
Yum.
I'm not just biased.
Yeah, he's biased, but he's true. So you like to make sausages in the German tradition.
Yep.
Which means what?
It means that there's a lot of fat. They're always juicy. They're always delicious. And you can never go wrong.
Vegans beware.
That's right.
In other words.
Yeah, but we do make a vegan sausage here.
You do?
We do, yeah. So.
Well, tell us what you're doing right now.
I'm linking the sausages up with by hand. They're stuffed into hog casings.
Now, I'd be willing to bet there's a lot of places around the country that wouldn't want you anywhere near their sausage-making operation because, there might be questionable bits in there. But you use all prime bits.
We absolutely do. We use pretty much Berkshire pork or anything that's equivalent. And what the key is really fatty meat mixed with more fat.
Is that a block of lard?
That is a block of fat.
Wow.
Indeed. Pig fat. 40 pounds. We go through about 7 or 8 of those a week. So, and then a tremendous amount of this.
Slap it again. I love the sound of that. Slapping the meat in the morning. It's a good sound.
Indeed.
So, and then after you link them up,
yep,
they go into the smoker.
They do.
For
yep.
how long? Show us how that works.
Hour and a half. So here's our smoker.
I mean, because that's a key component to what you're doing here, right?
It's super key. It's smoked meat and sausage is pretty much our specialty, so.
Stand back from the smoker, Chip.
We get these things going day and night every single day. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Smelling it now.
That's
I'm
right.
smelling it now.
So they go for about 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, we use oak and cherry.
Well, these will eventually be available at Lund's, but they'll be available this weekend at GrillFest, which is Saturday and Sunday at the Minneapolis Depot. When we come back, we're going to slap those babies on the grill.
That's right.
And when I say slap, I mean slap those babies on the grill and pair them with the ideal beer. Because there's lots of beer, there are summer wines, and all kinds of things at GrillFest. So I'm
delicious.
Why do I have a feeling that this guy has probably heard all the jokes?
You gotta get some move in there.
Just by looking at his face.
Yeah, what's the worst sausage joke?
No.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I thought.
And back to you.
Yes,
and back to you. Back to you.
All right. Yeah. Couldn't you just see it in his face?
Yeah, I've heard them all.
And M.A. Roscoe is doing some grilling this morning. M.A.
Well, good morning, Alex. Whether you are grilling quesadillas or meatballs, pretty nifty gadgets here, or the traditional sausage, you can find it at this weekend's GrillFest, which is Saturday and Sunday at the Depot. We're live at Butcher and the Boar in downtown Minneapolis because, well, it's kind of sausage central, and we're going to have that story coming up.
M.A. Hey, M.A.
You know, this is a little bit like the fox guarding the chicken coop, Kelsey. I am watching the sausages on the grill. We're live at Butcher and the Boar in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we are going to pair sausages with the perfect beer. It's all in preparation for this weekend's GrillFest. We'll help you get your grill on coming up.
Well, if you love to grill or you just love to eat grilled food, this is your weekend.
Minnesota Monthly's GrillFest is happening Saturday and Sunday at the Minneapolis Depot. And M.A. Roscoe, she's live at one of the participating restaurants this morning in downtown Minneapolis. Or Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. It depends.
You know,
you
your
could
dialect.
say Minneapolis. You say Minneapolis, I say Minneapolis.
Good morning, M.A.
Well, good morning. We are live on the patio, the back patio of Butcher and the Boar in downtown Minneapolis. Lovely morning, but if it's not a lovely weekend, no worries. GrillFest at the Depot has your indoor options, so indoors and outdoors this weekend, to taste all the grilling demonstrations. And Peter Botcher, sausage slinger for Butcher and the Boar, you're cooking up some sausage. They really don't take very long to do on the grill, right? Like, really, a chimp could do this.
Absolutely.
Successfully.
Yeah, 4 or 5 minutes, high heat, caramelize them, done. They're all pre-cooked and smoked, so they're ready to go.
So tell us what the flavors are. Come over to this plate, Chip, and tell us again, Peter, what which sausages you have.
Smoked Cajun hot link. It's got jalapenos. It's smoked, spicy. Right here is our butcher brat. It's a German-style brat. Obviously, brats are German, but this is even more German. And,
it's the Germaniest you can get.
It's the Germaniest. It is more Germany than Germany. This is our smoked cheddar wurst, probably our most popular sausage.
And Peter, is it true that you saw the first and only reaction from our cameraman, Chip Elmquist, when what happened? What was happening?
His eyes lit up just momentarily, and I saw a slight smile.
Because
I've known him for
cheese
2 hours. He
oozage.
hasn't moved.
There was cheese oozage.
That's right.
And right? Yeah. Okay.
Listen to him.
He's
That's right.
Okay. All right. We're going to pair those delicious, mouth-watering, eye-brightening sausages with just the right beer. And Hans Lofgren from
Original Gravity,
Capital Beverage, is here to do that for us. What did you pair with the Cajun Hot Link?
With the Cajun Hot Link, we paired the Widmer Hopside Down, which is a new product for them. It's part of the Rotator IPA series, and they did a little twist on IPA and created a beer called an IPL. So they used a lager yeast, rather than an ale yeast, and they get a little different twist on that. It brings down the session. It makes it a little more sessionable.
That means drinkable.
Yeah,
for the,
exactly.
When you're having more than one. Now this one. Alchemy Ale also. These are all from Widmer Brothers in Portland, Oregon. And why did you pair this one with the butcher sausage?
Because they use milk in there, and so it's got a little mildness to it. And the Alchemy has that nice mild flavor, but it's got a little bit of it's got spiciness from the hops, and there's a slight spiciness to that sausage. So the hops with the slight spiciness and the mildness of the beer that goes with that mildness in the sausage.
And finally, quickly, what do you pair with the oozy, cheesy?
That's with the cheddar in there and the smoked and some spiciness. It's the Nelson Imperial IPA. There's a good balance between the sausage and the balance in the beer that kind of pair well there.
Well, they'll pair them up for you at GrillFest. It's Saturday and Sunday at the Depot. Back to you.
That was a good pairing, that's for sure. That's perfect. Thank you, M.A.
Coming up on the Fox 9 Morning News, fire up that grill.
It is time. We'll check in with M.A. Roscoe. She's getting her grill on. Hello, girl.
Hey, you know what? We're still okay when you need them. We're sliding the shrimp on the body. I don't know what country that was from, that accent. I can't apologize enough. But it is GrillFest this weekend at the Depot. We're live on the lovely patio of Butcher and the Boar, showing you some grilling techniques that you can learn more about at GrillFest. Stick around. It's a beautiful looking shrimp.
If you like to grill or you just like to eat food that comes off of a grill, this is your weekend.
It is, because Minnesota Monthly is back with GrillFest. M.A. Roscoe joins us from one of the participating restaurants in downtown Minneapolis. M.A.
Yes, I'm live at Butcher and the Boar's beautiful outdoor patio. And earlier, you may have seen us grilling up sausages that they make here on the Weber gas grill. Now we're going to turn our attention to charcoal grilling with the big green egg. And for that, we go to Stu, king of the barbecue Glock. You just like king of the barbecue. I can drop the rest of it, right?
That's exactly right.
Okay, so you are passionate about the big green egg. This is not a put on. You are fully engaged with the big green egg. You love this grill. Why?
Because it probably is the world's greatest charcoal grill and smoker, because it has precise and accurate temperature control from 200 to 800 degrees. It's very fuel efficient, and it even works in these upper Midwest winters.
So for someone like me who usually incinerates the exterior, leaves the interior of the meat raw, this might be a good solution.
This is totally a great solution because you actually are able to change the temperature by 3 degrees on a big green egg, which means whether I'm doing these beautiful shrimp on the Barbie, as you said earlier, at approximately 500 degrees, or I'm doing a low and slow on ribs, brisket, pork shoulder at 250, or I'm doing pizzas at anywhere from 400 to 800 degrees, the big green egg does it all.
So, Peter Botcher, you can go ahead and take the jumbo shrimp. Is that an oxymoron? Jumbo shrimp?
Certainly is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can go ahead and take those off. There will be many big green eggs fired up at this weekend's GrillFest at the Depot in Minneapolis. Rain or shine, indoor and outdoor sampling going on. What are some keys to grilling seafood? Now, you know, meat is the perennial favorite. Seafood, maybe people shy away from it a little bit because it's harder.
I think a lot of people get scared, and actually, I have a great rule of thumb that's easy for doing shrimp or even like lobster. Lobster on the big green egg is phenomenal. And the key is, as soon as the meat goes from being translucent to opaque, get it off of there. The worst thing you can do is overcook seafood.
Especially when you've paid so much for it. You know, you don't want to incinerate it.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so let's ask Peter. Pay no attention to that lemon that just fell underneath there. What did you toss the shrimp in?
They're tossed in garlic, Parmesan, butter, chili flakes, lemon juice, and parsley. So it's our butter that we put on the oysters in the restaurant. Same thing. So peel and eat shrimp. They're messy but delicious. Eat them with crusty bread.
Well, Sarah, you had a chance to peel the mess and try it. And you, Peter, you put nothing on this shrimp before grilling it. Just a little bit of oil, maybe some salt and pepper.
Salt, olive oil, that's about it, yeah. Salt, olive oil, pepper, chili flakes. Keep it simple, you know. These are good quality.
What's that?
They're delicious.
Yeah.
Take it from Sarah. You know, they're so messy. I didn't want to eat any on camera. I left that to her. When we come back, Peter is going to grill one perfect burger for us because, let's face it, that's what we do. Many of us do on the weekends, so we're going to do that. Remember, tickets are $30 in advance, $35 at the door for GrillFest Saturday and Sunday at the Depot. Back to you.
Worth every lip smacking dollar.
I
That's
know.
what that is.
Salivating over here.
Good stuff. Thanks, Emma.
If it can be grilled, chances are you can sample it at this weekend's GrillFest at the Minneapolis Depot. We're live at Butcher and the Boar. And coming up, Chef Peter Botcher is going to grill one perfect burger. That's all it takes to make me happy. I don't know about you guys, but that is coming up. Oh, it looks good already. That's gorgeous.
It's 9:35 now. If you love to grill, or maybe you're a fan of eating anything on the grill, this is your weekend.
Yeah, Minnesota Monthly's GrillFest happening Saturday and Sunday. That's at the Minneapolis Depot. And Amy Roscoe is live at one of the participating restaurants in downtown Minneapolis. Hey, Amy.
Oh, not just a participating restaurant, a James Beard nominated restaurant.
Oh, fancy.
Biggest, but possibly even more important. What do you guys are like the biggest consumers. I mean, not personally, but your restaurant, personally, and
Yes.
as far as restaurant guests are concerned, biggest consumer of
Knob Creek single barrel in the world.
bourbon.
That's right.
You guys like your bourbon.
We do.
It goes. I made the mistake of asking, does bourbon go with burgers? And I was almost blown over by the yes, bourbon goes with burgers.
Bourbon
Okay.
goes with everything.
This weekend at GrillFest, they'll be grilling up beef, shrimp, seafood, sausages, just about anything you can put on a grill. You can sample at this weekend's GrillFest. And just to make things fun at the very end, we asked Peter Botcher, who makes the sausages here, to grill us one perfect burger.
That's right.
And I like the fact, and on the big green egg, you can't go wrong because you got really precise temperature control. So we're not going to char the outside and leave the inside raw. But you like sort of the preformed patties. Why? You can go ahead and lift that up and show us if you. I know you're cooking one in there, but we got some stunt burgers.
I buy the patties because I spend all my time making stuff, but that's beside the point. The reason why is that they're ready to go. They only take like 90 seconds to cook, and they're perfect every time. You know. So seriously.
Foolproof. I love it.
Yeah, and then they're done.
So you seasoned it up a little bit.
Yeah, you can put salt and pepper. I found this on a table over there, so I use that.
You are exacting with your burger-tude. I can
right.
tell. I can just tell.
You want high heat, so it sears, and then keep the inside about medium.
Okay.
Or whatever your preference is, obviously. I like it medium, a little bit juicy. You know, cover it with all sorts of toppings and ingredients.
What did you put on there?
So on here we got our wild boar hand we make in house. Onions, homemade pickles, jalapenos, barbecue sauce, a lot of butter. Delicious.
Don't skip on the butter.
No way.
Now, in the background, we have some sausages that, if you were with us earlier this morning, you saw Peter making them right in the kitchen. And you'll be grilling and sampling 3 different flavors during GrillFest. What are they?
That's right. We're sampling the smoked cheddar wurst, butcher brat, and Cajun hot link, which we'll also be selling in local grocery stores this summer.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, GrillFest is Saturday and Sunday at the Depot in downtown Minneapolis. Tickets are $30 in advance, $35 at the door. Summer wines, spring and summer wines, craft beers, it'll all be paired. Not to mention gadgets. Do you still have your thermometer with you? Let me have this. This is what Stu says is the one gadget, and it's not really a gadget. If he could recommend one tool that every grilling chef should have, it's a thermometer, because then you're not guessing. You're grilling things to temperature. So thanks for that tip, Stu the Barbecue King, and thank you, Peter Botcher from Butcher and the Boar.
Thank you.
And I guess all that's remaining is to tie on a feed bag.
Yeah, those burgers look unbelievable, M.A.
Yeah, a little jealous, aren't you?
Just
Butter.
a little.
Lots of butter.
Keeps on talking about butter. I love it. Thanks, M.A.